Imagine gaining the secrets of inner peace and clarity from the mind of a Roman emperor. Secrets that have stood the test of 2,000 years. But what if I told you these timeless lessons were written not for an audience, but as a private journal, a collection of thoughts meant to guide one man through the chaos of ruling an empire? These words weren't polished for fame. They were raw, honest reflections designed to fortify the soul against life's storms. Meditations isn't just philosophy. It's a roadmap for living a purposeful life in an unpredictable world, a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern challenges. In today's video, we'll unravel Marcus Aurelius's profound insights, diving into the most compelling ideas from meditations. From practical advice to philosophical musings, you'll discover lessons that are as relevant today as they were in ancient Rome. Stay with us to learn how this book can transform your perspective on resilience, virtue, and living well. Marcus Aurelius begins meditations with a unique practice of gratitude. He lists virtues like self-control, humility, and kindness, highlighting the lessons he's learned from mentors, family, and colleagues. For him, this isn't a simple thank you note. It's a way to ground himself in the values that guide his decisions. This exercise reveals a deeper Stoic principle. Learning is a lifelong process. Marcus reminds himself to observe, absorb, and emulate the virtues of others. He doesn't just preach these values, he shows their transformative power. Imagine the leader of a vast empire reflecting on patience and compassion amidst the weight of military campaigns and political intrigues. His humility in embracing others' wisdom is a striking contrast to the stereotypical image of an emperor. This chapter challenges us to consider, what qualities do we admire in others, and how can we embody them in our lives? Control and the dichotomy of power. Marcus delves into one of Stoicism's most profound lessons, understanding what we can and cannot control. For him, the boundaries are clear. Our thoughts, choices, and actions are within our power. The chaos of the world is not. He offers practical advice. When faced with obstacles, focus on your response rather than the obstacle itself. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This idea becomes even more powerful when we consider Marcus's circumstances. He wasn't writing from a quiet retreat, but amidst the pressures of ruling Rome. Imagine the chaos of wars, political betrayal, and natural disasters, all filtered through the lens of maintaining inner calm. How often do we waste energy trying to control the uncontrollable? Marcus's wisdom invites us to redirect that energy inward, mastering our reactions and finding peace in the process. Impermanence and the bigger picture. Death and impermanence are central themes in meditations, but Marcus doesn't dwell on them with fear. Instead, he uses them to sharpen his focus on what matters most. One of his most memorable lines is, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This isn't a warning, but an invitation to live fully, free from regret and distraction. Marcus paints vivid imagery of life as a river, ever-changing, flowing endlessly toward the sea. No moment is the same as the last, yet each is part of a larger, harmonious whole. In modern life, we often resist change, clinging to the illusion of permanence. Marcus's reflections challenge us to embrace impermanence as a natural, even beautiful part of existence. What would it look like to live every moment as if it were our last, intentional, present, and unafraid? Duty and the common good. Throughout meditations, Marcus emphasizes that humans are social creatures, interconnected and interdependent. He writes, "What injures the hive injures the bee." This analogy illustrates his belief in serving the collective good and avoiding selfishness. As an emperor, Marcus saw his role as a steward, not a ruler. He viewed duty as an opportunity to align with nature's greater purpose. He reminds himself, and us, that true fulfillment comes from contributing to something larger than ourselves. Think of modern parallels: team projects, community service, or simply helping a neighbor. Each act reinforces the idea that our lives are most meaningful when we uplift those around us. Marcus's reflections encourage us to ask, what's my role in the greater whole? How can I live with integrity, not just for myself, but for others? The art of living. For Marcus, life isn't a series of random events. It's a craft, with virtue as its highest form of mastery. He likens living virtuously to the precision of an artist or the discipline of a craftsman. Each moment is a chance to practice patience, courage, and wisdom. One of his most direct challenges is, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In just a few words, Marcus strips away excuses and calls for action. He also addresses common distractions, urging readers to avoid gossip, trivial pursuits, and the opinions of others. These are obstacles to the clarity and focus needed to live virtuously. In a world overwhelmed by noise, Marcus's clarity is striking. What distractions could we eliminate to focus on our values? How might this simplification bring us closer to living the lives we aspire to lead? Analysis and takeaways. At its heart, Meditations is a guide to self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, a man wielding immense power, used his private reflections to ground himself in humility, resilience, and purpose. The book's appeal lies in its honesty. Marcus doesn't write as a philosopher removed from life's struggles. He writes as a human being wrestling with the same challenges we all face. His lessons are simple yet profound. Focus on what you can control, live virtuously, and embrace the present. What makes Meditations timeless is its accessibility. Whether you're navigating personal challenges or seeking a deeper sense of purpose, Marcus's words speak directly to your experience. As you reflect on these insights, consider starting your own meditations. What lessons, struggles, or values would fill its pages? How might the practice of journaling help you live with greater intention and clarity? Meditations isn't just a book, it's a mirror, reflecting the best and worst of human nature, while offering a guide to living with grace and purpose. If you found these reflections inspiring, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue exploring the wisdom of the past to illuminate our present.